Today, it's about a different thing, different move, different approach. A man is many things, not just one. A man ought to have his wits about him and the heart. Society tries to encourage us to all be jelly-like, emasculating us from young, the product of the whales who have lost their smith because he was certainly not informed that day. Not in shape, but Chris, I rock with him, yeah. Society has been emasculating men. From young, they're telling boys to do things a certain way. They're grooming them from young. You can't do certain things. They're teaching these boys how to be girls, yet expect them to manifest the characteristics of a man when they grow up. How? Isn't that confusing? Isn't that confusional conference? These mothers and these fathers, even some of them, and these people confused and telling children, no, you gotta be this softy like jelly thing. It doesn't work like that all the time. I'm not discounting the fact that at some point in your life you're gonna need to be that way to get on with certain people. If you would like to date a girl, she'd like flowers, perhaps. Be the type that likes romance, to be cared for, to be spoken to directly and indirectly. Yet, she would expect the animal and beast in you to manifest on certain, and then when she's getting treated the wrong way, to protect her, to defend her. You can't do that by, excuse me. Sometimes diplomacy works, but sometimes you gotta. I'm not inciting violence, I'm not encouraging anybody to go and fight. All I'm saying is this: boys, men, listen. Even watch people who have a steady, consistent nature of tiptoeing around. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work. They're trying to teach us to be something that will not help us. They're confusing many of you. They're telling you to be one thing and then condemning you at the same time, because even when you maintain the jelly-like nature, they're asking, they're requesting and encouraging of you. They still call you a pussyo. They don't rate you. It's better to be a warrior in a garden, signifying a man who knows his animal, nurtures and protects his animal, yet keeps it tamed, than a man, a gardener in a war territory. Because that would be a man who might not be able to defend himself. Strong men are nice and caring. Weak men are caring and nice, but not strong. A strong man can protect. A strong man can be nice to you. A strong man can be caring, nurturing and all of that. It's better to be that man than a weak man who has no strength but only wishes he could be nice enough to present what he has as care and nurture, because you require strength to do that. And I'm not saying this because strength manifests itself in only bravado forms. There are many ways about it. It's about and a combo of both. And that's why I keep lamenting on the need for intelligence, the need for mentorship, the need for us to be strategic in how we do things. That's the only way you would know the better part of you to deploy in certain scenarios. When somebody throws a hook, you would know that the next hook from you should either be silent, or maybe words, or perhaps a mind attack, or perhaps even throwing it back. Do you know what I mean? This whole nonsense about toxic masculinity. The ones labeling you toxic are the same ones requiring you to go and lay your life down somewhere fighting for them. They would expect it, at least if they are not doing it now, be that man who nurtures his animal. Especially those of you who are in relationships or wish to get into relationships with females. Me, I'm this way. Only women, period. No fun business. The point I'm trying to make is this: A man has many faces. You must be that man who understands your faces, who understands your craft. That man who understands his animal, feeds and nurtures it, yet keeps it tamed, controlled. You don't act out of emotion, lashing out. There might be times you would deploy different parts of you. If you did not nurture them, how would you know to even draw from your chest? This is a very important thing for every man's arsenal. The ones raising you to be pussios are the ones that will turn around and call you all sorts of names and class you not man enough. Be unapologetic. That is why you must know yourself. You don't play to the gallery, leaving second to second, trying to please somebody who barely even understands nor care about you. We are men, aren't we? Rare men. We're fearless. To be fearless, to be a man of courage, you ought to have a certain heart, a certain level of gravitas about you. Your confidence is important and key to how you move and what you actually achieve in your life. It doesn't come from just words or from a pat on the back, because nobody in life is coming to save you. You are your responsibility. Your first line of defense, I'd say this, as somebody who's a Christian, first line of defense, God, because he knows more than we know. He's omniscient. My G, physically, you. So the thing is this, you don't purchase confidence through this alone. This is important, but you cannot buy confidence with this. I always tell people I'm the best of both worlds. I was born with a silver spoon and I saw the other side to life. In fact, when I saw it, I looked with a keen eye and I identified real early that there were things I needed to. Because I've never been that guy that wants to be lacking. I just want to know I have it, but I deploy it when I need it. And trust me, there's been times I have drawn from a place of silence and it's been so loud and resounding that everything else has kept it quiet because of the reverberation of my unspoken words. I'm not bragging, but there were also times when I didn't know me fully well that I did it the wrong way. But I had to sit back and learn what I'm sharing with you now. My default instinct was always to do and to learn whatever I didn't have. How about you? There were times I was sold the idea of... I considered it for a minute, I can't lie to you, but I quickly snapped out of that shit. Like I was out of that shit, snapped out of it like that. Listen, couple is in there somewhere. Some people will see me and they'll be like, oh yeah, he's this and I don't care. But when I deal with you, you will know. Because the truth is, I never go around trying to show that I can. In fact, I wish that you look at me the other way. It took a lot of time to work and master that. It's an art. That's why I call it your craft. You have to be the master of your craft. You, this entity, is an art, is a craft. Knowing you, mastering you, your weaknesses and strengths, knowing what to do, when to do it, how to do it, what to deploy at each particular given instance or scenario or situation. It takes time. If nobody tells you, you're not going to stumble on it. Life can teach you, but it may take longer and it probably would have cost you. That is why this is here. I wish to share it with you directly. Be an unapologetic man. Put your foot down. Be reasonable and considerate. But know you, know your ways. Know what's right. Know what works. Know and understand and study your surroundings. Deploy the best things from your arsenal in qualities and characteristics to the best situations that occur in your life. Do that, my G. Stay rare. Until the next one.